More pensioners will die this year because of the decision to withdraw the winter fuel payment. The Labour-run UK government said cuts were necessary to address what it called the financial black hole it inherited from the Conservatives. But they seem to overlook the billions that they have overspent with inflation-busting pay rises and ongoing obligations, keeping people who have entered this country illegally in warmth and comfort, whilst the very people who have contributed to our economy for years are left to freeze. This is not about saving £1.7 billion. The evidence suggests that with the additional ongoing burden on the NHS due to the effects of older people suffering from the cold, it will eat into this pseudo-saving at an alarming rate. Is this really about saving £1.7 billion, or is this the first step in a long list of cash grabs from the over 60s? This and preceding governments have presided over a climate of nurturing a generation of entitlement and resentment, people who would more than likely support legalised theft from OAPs by stealth. The UK government's own figures showed 83% of people over 80 would lose the payment, rising to 90% of those aged 66 to 79. In the meantime, callous, arrogant and morally bankrupt politicians line up one after another to justify this atrocious decision, but we must not stand by and allow them to get away with it. There is no point starting yet another petition, but that does not mean that signing a petition should be the end of the matter. It must not be the end of it. These calculated thieves are banking on the fact that once again, the British people will slowly accept their actions, which will be invariably camouflaged by lie after lie. Isn't it ironic that the administration that was elected, or rather fell into office by default, even though they only received a minority of the vote, has done nothing but preach to everyone about misinformation, fake posts, and everyone who does not agree with their disgraceful elitist agenda being labelled as far right. I believe that OAPs deserve to receive their winter fuel allowance, and if these neo-Bolsheviks want to save some money, they can turn the heating off in the hotels for illegal immigrants, or better still, they could do their job and police our borders. If we are going to do anything about this, if we want to make a difference, if we want to make it clear that these heartless, dishonest, insidious thieves will not get away with this, we must act together, we must act swiftly, and we must ensure that we make it clear that we will not accept this. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever.